Hello, and welcome to episode number 16 of the 1-5. I'm your podcast hostess, Tricia Louis, the self-designated tech goddess, and I'll be coming to you weekly in this audio podcast format with great edtech tools, tips, and tricks. In this week's episode, I'll be talking about Stop Motion Animator Chrome extension. I've been a fan of stop motion animation as it is a great activity for students to not only express themselves in the making of video, but it's a fun way for them to share information and show what they know. When doing stop motion animation on a Chromebook or laptop, since this is a Chrome extension, it can be kind of tricky, but I have a solve for that and I will go into that more later. Let's get started. Once you install the extension, I would recommend pinning it to your Chrome toolbar for easy access. When you click on the extension, a new tab will open up, and the first thing you will want to do is allow access to your device's camera. Otherwise, there will be no pictures to animate. Once that access is allowed, take a look at the different buttons. On and off, to turn the webcam on and off. Capture, to take those pictures. Undo, to undo that previous snapshot. Play and stop so that you can preview the video. Clear, so you can clear everything out. The clock, which you can change the frames per second. That's kind of a more advanced thing. Just start with what is given to you. Flip, so if you want to reverse the camera, record audio for the clip, clear audio, and then save the clip. What I like about Stop Motion Animator is that it's super simple to use. The addition of the onion skinning, that's where you can see the previous image while preparing the next image, makes it easy for students to prepare their images. Remember earlier I mentioned that I have a solution for using the webcam on your Chromebook or laptop for stop motion animation? Well, here it is, a compact mirror. Simply go to your nearest retailer and grab a cheap compact mirror, and then you can use a piece of tape, painter's tape works best, to position the hinge of the compact mirror to reflect the camera down. Then you can put a little whiteboard over your keyboard and place the objects on it that you want to animate. If you want to see this hack, be sure to check out the show notes for a link to a PDF that shows how to set it up. Also in the show notes is a link to a YouTube video where I use the hack to make a video. When you're finished taking all the pictures for your stop motion film, you can view it and then choose to save it in your Google Drive as a WebM file when you're on a Chromebook. If you're on a laptop, PC, or Mac, the WebM file is downloaded and you can store it anywhere. I hope that you think about adding stop motion animation as a fun activity in your classroom. You'll be surprised with the creativity of your students and what they can come up with. Do you want to learn more? Check out my website, tricialouis.com. There you can explore my resources, subscribe to my weekly email newsletter, and contact me. If you like this podcast, consider supporting it by going to buymeacoffee.com/TALOUIS and pledging your contribution to the 1-5. Keep in mind, the information shared on this podcast may take additional clearances from your tech department to work properly in your district, school, or classroom. I have vetted all the information shared on this podcast, and it is available and/or correct on the date the podcast is originally published. But remember that services, sites, or products can change or become unavailable without a lot of notice. Thanks for listening, and join me next week for another episode of the 1-5.